announced by the IIC activity from the Ministry of Education. So, in this workshop, first of all, I would like to welcome Principal Ma'am. Principal Ma'am is busy somewhere in a task, so she didn't join the meeting. So, on behalf of RGPG Innovation Council, myself, Dr. Pasna Devi, convener of the Innovation Council, welcome our speaker, Dr. Gaurav Kumar sir, and I also welcome President Innovation Council, RGPG College, Professor Diksha Yajurvedi ma'am. I also welcome all the coordinators of the subcommittees that are working under the Innovation Council, and most importantly, I welcome all the students joined us today. Principal ma'am is not with us. So for the welcome address, I would like to invite President Innovation Council RGPG College Meerut, Professor Diksha Yajurvedi ma'am. This is over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Upasna. First of all, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Gaurav Kumar sir, who has been a mentor also from last few years. I extend hearty welcome to you, sir, for rendering time out of your very busy schedule and to motivate and empathize our students with a very important theme. This is a very important theme of Innovation Council on which this workshop is being organized. Today we are conducting workshop on design thinking, critical thinking and innovation design. So RGPG College is working hard enough to cater all the activities, and I think this workshop would be equipping our students with the very essential problem solving skills like empathy, identification of the gap, and finding the solutions for the problem. So I think this will inspire our participants very well how to think out of the box in order to generate new ideas within their minds, to find out the practical solutions of the problem, and as a result they would be developing into entrepreneurs and innovators in the future. So this is a very important aspect which need to be covered along with the other curriculum so that we can develop interpersonal skills among the students. So I'm very much hopeful that we would be enlightening by very illustrative and beautiful PPT and the inputs from Dr. Gaurav sir. So I once again extend hearty welcome from on the behalf of RGPG Innovation Council and RG College. It is our honor to have you here, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, Poonam ma'am. Before proceed to the technical session, I would like to introduce our guest with our audience. Dr. Gaurav Kumar is currently working as an associate professor and head of the Department of Biotechnology and Bioengineering in the School of Bioscience and Technology, Galgotia University, Greater Noida, UP. He is also head of the Institute's Innovation Council at Galgotia University. As an innovation ambassador, he has mentored over 50 students to convert their ideas into startups. In his leadership, IIC Galgotia University received 4-star ranking in the academic year 21 to 24, and the university secured a rank band 11 to 50 in the NIRF ranking 2024. He obtained his PhD from the School of Biomedical Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, UP. He has also served as an assistant professor at Shobit University, Gango, Saharanpur, and also served his duty as an assistant professor at Shobit University, Meerut, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University, Agriculture and Technology University, Meerut. He received several awards, including the top 5 researchers of Galgotia University, Startups Ecosystem Catalyst Award, Best Faculty of Biotechnology Award, and Gold Medal in Master of Technology in the specialization of biotechnology. His research acumen and inclination in various disciplines such as neuroprotection, wound healing, and drug discovery established him as a young researcher and educationalist. He has published more than 40 research and review papers in reputed SCI and Scopus and peer-reviewed journals. He has published more than 14 national and international patents. He has also published 3 books and 8 book chapters in international books. He has presented his research work at several international and national conferences in India and abroad. He has executed several government and non-government projects as PI and co-PI. He is an active member of several reputed scientific societies, including the Society for Neurochemistry India, IRED, Indian Academy of Neurosciences, SRDA, IAENG, and IEEE. He is also working as editorial board and reviewer board of various SCI indexed journals. He has organized more than 200 national and international level events on innovation, entrepreneurship, and intellectual property rights. He worked as coordinator of Atal Scheme, FDP, DST FDPs, DST, Tikathon, Smart India Hackathon, School Innovation Contest, and All India University North Zone Vice Chancellors Meet at Galgotia University, Greater Noida, UP. He has delivered more than 30 invited talks in workshops, conferences, and FDPs. Also, he has supervised and currently supervising 25 UG, PG, and PG scholars. Dr. Gaurav delivered lectures in the following topics: drug discovery using molecular docking, and he had taken many sessions on molecular docking that are hands-on sessions, ischemic stroke and neuroprotection, creative thinking, critical thinking, and design thinking, tools and techniques for scientific publication, journal metrics and indexing, how to select a best journal for the publication.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Gaurav sir.
Thank you, Upasana ma'am, for the warm welcome and nice introduction. So, very broad introduction. First of all, I would like to thank RGPG College Department of Chemistry to organize this workshop on design thinking, critical thinking, and innovation design. So, especially I would like to thank Professor Nivedita ma'am, the principal of the RGPG College, Sonika ma'am, the NSP coordinator, Deepika Yajurvedi ma'am, and Upasana ma'am, convener of IIC, for organizing this informative session. So, and also I am thankful and fortunate to that you have provided me this opportunity to interact with the young minds. So let me start with this session. Kindly confirm whether my screen is visible or not, and PPT is moving or not.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. So is it visible, ma'am?
Yes,
the
sir,
PPT
it is
is moving
and movable too.
Okay. Thank you. So thank you everyone to joining us. So you can see that we will talk about the creativity and innovation, and that is the twin engines of the progress in your daily life. It will help you in the journey of entrepreneurship as well as in the innovation also. So basically, all Homo sapiens on this earth are very creative, and they are always sorry. They are always using their critical thinking and creative thinking approach to solve the problems encountered in their daily life. So basically, the creativity is generate the novel, original, and useful ideas to solve the problem, while the in the process of innovation, in the process of your research work, in the process of your entrepreneurial journey or business pathway. So when you will implement this idea to create you can create a product, you can create a process, or you can create a service innovation, if you have work on your creative and critical thinking approach. So this the creativity and innovation are the drive driver of the personal growth also, your organizational success and societal advancement. So we will talk about the creativity types. So actually there are three types of creativity majorly: the individual creativity, group creativity, and organizational creativity. So in the individual creativity, basically it's come from the personal imagination and talent, what is the intellect IQ we have. On the basis of that, we are using our critical thinking and creative thinking approach, and we will talk on that also. When we work in the group in as a team, so that and doing the scramper activity, we can do the brainstorming activity, we can analyze the root cause of any problem, uh, from where the problem has been originated. Then we are basically working in the group, and that emerge from the teamwork and collective brainstorming discussion. So next is the organizational creativity. It is a culture that support experimentation, risk taking ability, and the innovative ideas. And in the organization, basically the management as well as a higher authority and all the stakeholders are basically involved in the organizational creativity, because in the program revision, in the board of study, when we are doing, basically we are taking the feedback from our student, our alumni, and the industry person also. So basically their thinking, their feedback, all are integrated to for the success of the organization. This is the only few example, because the organizational success inherent by the all the stakeholder who are working and not working in the organization. So there are some myth also in the creativity, because some myth is creativity is inborn. Basically, the reality is that creativity is not inborn. Every Homo sapiens on this earth are very creative, and they may naturally exhibit the creative traits or personal their characteristics. So the creativity can be learned and it can be developed. It can be sharpened when you will do the practice to enhance your critical and creative thinking skills. The next myth is that creativity belongs only to the artist, because this is also a myth, because each and everyone can be very creative. Basically, all person who can compose the music, who can write the poem, one can design a cake. You are designing the new type of rangoli, and these all are the creative aspects. So the creativity exists in the science. When you are writing your paper, when you are designing your project, you are you are using your critical thinking skill as well as creative thinking skill during the analysis. And when you are doing some engineering, business, medicine, and everyday life, you are basically using this all approach. And next myth is the creativity happen in isolation. Actually, the creativity happen in isolation, somewhat agreeable with the poet as well as some writers, because they want to work in the isolation. But when we will discuss about the innovation, when we will discuss about any entrepreneurial journey, then the innovation cannot happen in the isolation, and you have to work in the team. You have to do the brainstorming with your team. You have to identify the gaps. You have to generate several type of ideas to solve the problem. So basically the collaboration will enhance the creative thinking aspect. Next, we will discuss about the creative thinking aspect. Basically, what is the difference between the creative thinking and critical thinking? Anyone can tell from the audience? Anyone, if you want to unmute yourself, and if you have understanding, you can unmute yourself and tell us that do you know what is the real difference between the creative thinking and critical thinking? Anyone? Okay. So basically, creative thinking approach is different from the critical thinking approach, and we will learn after the completion of this slide. You 2 and 3 slides, you will be able to know the real difference between the creative thinking and critical thinking approach. And we are basically using in our daily life, but we cannot elaborate, we cannot define them. We are not able to. So basically, creative thinking is generative type of thinking. So you can generate several ideas. For example, if you got late in the classroom, for example, and ma'am or sir, the teacher is not allowing you to enter into the classroom after 5 or 10 minutes, so you can generate several ideas to encounter that problem. Basically, you are very creative, you are using your creative thinking approach to making a lie, and generating several ideas to encounter that problem, and your major goal, you have set the goal that we need, I have to enter into this classroom. So that's why you have make certain type of ideas, and you can tell various aspects, like the bus was there was accident, and there are some several type of lie you can make. And that is basically disciplined ability when you are using disciplined activity to generate the novel and useful ideas and solution to solve the existing problem of the society, then it will become more useful, more innovative, and it can support your innovation. You can obtain a patent, you can obtain a process, you can obtain a product during that one. So basically, we are using our creative thinking, we are very creative while the making lie near our parents, near our teachers. But you can use also your creative thinking approach to generate several ideas to solve the existing problem of the society. So it is a strategic cognitive skill that enable the innovation and problem reframing and value creation. Basically, it has some characteristics, and like originality means you can produce unique and different ideas. The fluency means generating many ideas quickly, and flexibility means viewing problem from multiple perspective. You are thinking out of the box, basically. So you are very flexible to solve the problem by generating several ideas. So the generation process itself, when you are encountering one problem and you are having several type of idea to solve that problem, that is called creative thinking only. And the elaboration means expanding and refining the idea for the practical. So basically, these are the some characteristic of disciplined creative thinking. Next, we should understand the creative thinking approach, and I am giving you one exercise for that, basically. So I'm opening one example. So for example, just suppose that you are alone at your home, you are hungry, and there is no water at your home. You only have a coconut, the rice, and egg at home. I am repeating, you only have a coconut, unboiled rice, and egg at home. So what you will do? Can you describe your strategy to handle the situation? You can scan this QR code and put your answer here. Also, you can go to the wooklab.com and you can enter this code RIJC, or you can scan this QR code to participate in this quiz. So I want to learn from you, make this session interactive, and just scan this QR code and write your answer. I'm giving you 1 minute. Are you scanning or not? Are you able to scan? Anyone? Okay, one answer I received. Another participant, please scan. I'm repeating the question that you are at your home alone and you are very hungry, and you have searched in your kitchen and you find some raw rice, unboiled egg, and one coconut. So what strategy you will use to mitigate your um, hungriness? Okay, so भूख कैसे आप मिटाओगे अपना? Please scan this one. Okay, now we have received some answer like coconut drink coconut water. You will drink the coconut water, great. And coconut water to use firstly. Okay, only coconut you will take. Anyone other participant, please answer it.
Sir, I am not able to scan.
Why?
Sir, I'm not able to scan actually because my device is not supporting. So just I want to answer by coconut water.
Internet connection. You have internet connection, then you can scan it.
Okay, sir. But my answer is coconut water.
Okay. The next participant. Any other? Okay, I have received 8 answer. Again, I will cook all 3 of them together. Okay, I will eat the coconut after opening it and utilize the coconut water for thirst. Okay, egg fry coconut rice. Great. The drink coconut water, egg omelette, eat coconut water to be used firstly. Cook the egg, either boil it or cook. Okay. It will cook all the item together with some spices. I will roast rice in egg. Roast the rice in the egg because coconut itself has the water. So when you have learned, you have observed that how the coconut can be peeled off, how it can be opened, then you can use their water also to boil your rice, and you can garnish your coconut on it to take a very good dishes you can make, or also you can boil your egg in the coconut water and make very good dishes. So yeah, there are some response. I am very happy that basically you are very creative. That's why you can answer it. You have different perspective to handle the situation. Okay. Okay, coconut has very less water. I am unable to boil the rice. Okay, so meanwhile, I got your answer. Sorry. Okay, so this is the basically this is the exercise, and you get an answer, and I get the answer from you. So basically, now we will switch on the critical thinking aspect. In the creative thinking, like it is a generative type of thinking, while the critical thinking is a analysis type of thinking. Basically it is the convergent thinking. In the critical thinking you are basically generating several ideas to solve that problem, but in the critical thinking you are basically applying the logic. You are becoming the analytical, and you are basically evaluating, interpreting your generated ideas, and you are basically choosing the best ideas generated previously that can solve your problem, that can be a best solution for the problem. So when you are basically analyzing, you are evaluating with a certain vision, with a certain goal, and you are selecting the best idea that can solve the problem. During that time, you are very critical during your thinking aspects. For example, again, in our previous example, that you got late for few minutes or 10 minutes, and you want to enter into the classroom, but you have generated several ideas. For example, 6 idea what I will tell that to the teacher, and the teacher will not resist me, and teacher will allow me easily. So at that time, basically, when you are generating several idea, that is the creative thinking aspect. And when you are analyzing your generated ideas and you are selecting a best idea to pitch in front of your teacher, and you are thinking, you have set a goal that the teacher will not deny to enter into the classroom. So that during that time, you are basically using your critical thinking approach. So in the daily life, we are generating several idea, we are analyzing our idea, which idea will solve our problem. So it is also a disciplined process for analyzing and evaluating the information and evidences to form the reasoned, logical and defensible judgments. So the critical thinking, by the critical thinking approach and using the creative thinking approach, you can do your research, you can do you can do your innovation, and you this is very foundation that need for a successful entrepreneurship also. So I am again concluding that there are two type of thinking approach, creative thinking as well as critical thinking. So in the creative thinking, basically it is a divergent type of thinking, and you can say it is a type of generative thinking, and you are generating several ideas during the creative thinking aspect. And when you are analyzing your idea on the basis of fact, you are evaluating your idea to meet a certain goal, you are basically becoming very logical to select a particular idea that can solve your problem perfectly. So that is called the convergent type of thinking. That it is also referred as a critical thinking approach. Now there are 5 steps of problem solving technique. So you can in the research, in the innovation, in the entrepreneurial journey, basically when we are going to start, we have to identify the problem. So in the research also, you have to identify a problem first. You have to define your problem first. After identification of the problem, you can generate multiple ideas to solve that problem. So there are several ideas that when you will become very selective to which idea will solve this problem and can make a tangible product or intangible product. It can be developed as a process, it can be developed as a service, it can be developed as a product. So at that time, we have to identify the idea, then we are generating the idea, and after that we are basically selecting the ideas by evaluating, by analyzing, and decide on a solution, and we are trying to make the product, we are trying to make a process or service. So, and we are basically checking that whether our product, process or service are working or not. We can take the feedback from our end users on our product, on our services and on our process. to make the changes in our product for the enhancing to make them a better suitability for the market. So basically, we can, when we are our approach will be user centric, then the success rate will be enhanced. So when you are thinking for the on the behalf of the user with some empathy, then you can develop a certainly novel product or process. Now there is a what is this? This is a paperclip. Can you suggest some application beyond the their real application? Anyone? Can you write? Okay, I'm displaying. Again, you can write here also. I have shown you one picture of paperclip. Basically, paperclip is made for the clipping of the paper. But we are the Indian, and we are the most jugadu, and we are using our creative thinking approach to apply this paperclip in several daily routine work also. So anyone, do you have any innovative type or different type of application? Can you write for use of this paperclip? Actually, in one session, the student have written more than 35 application of this paperclip. So can you write any other application of this paperclip? Generate your ideas. Generate how we can use this paperclip in other purpose. So please scan this QR code and write your answer. At this time, you can use your creative thinking skills to generate several ideas to use this paperclip for the another purpose. Basically, it is the company is selling it for the clipping of the paper, but we Indian can use this paperclip by several ways, and I need your participation. That can be use this paperclip for different type of work. You go to wooklab.com and you can enter the code, or you can scan the QR code. Basically, we have received 8 responses from the 8 participants. Anyone else want to participate and write their unique idea to use this paperclip? The 10 participants have responded. Great. Okay, let's see what is the response. In place of the hairpin, great. To clutch our cloth, great. As a safety pin, great. There are 3 applications. During surgery, okay, for breaking the lock. Actually, you can break, great, one application. I can consider as a reset button pressure, great. To secure the cloth, avoid malfunctioning, great. Use like earring, okay. To secure cloth to avoid malfunction, for organizing the cables, great. Seam ejector, nice. Safety and harmful situation, great. As a paper bound, okay. Twice as connector between two rope. Great. For holding papers. If holding paper, it is the a niche area of the paper clip. Okay. During surgery of closing blood vessels. Nahi? We cannot do, because during surgery we cannot use this paper clip because it is not made with the biocompatible material. The sari pin great, hair pin great, very good, very good. Dupatta great. Yes, we can hold, we can tie, we can use to hold the tie also. We can use it for the rangoli also. Yes. So there are that is the spirit, because we know that you all are very creative, and you can use this paper clip in various way. So at least I think there are 20 type of application you have written here, and that prove that you are very creative, but you are not using your creative thinking approach for the existing solution of your home, for existing solution for the innovation purpose. Basically, use this creative thinking approach to generate several ideas, to solve any problem, to enhance any product, existing product. Do the innovation. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. There are you have done now. The next step for this session, I'm usually giving some task to you. So you join this 9 dot with 4 continuous straight line without lifting your pen? Do you want to do this exercise, or I will skip it? Because it is not possible here. This is for the offline event, I think, and you can do it by using the 4 continuous line. Next one, can you draw, can you complete this image? Anyone? Do you have any ideas to complete this image?
Triangle, sir.
Okay, I'm displaying this. Okay, so this is the incomplete image. I have drawn a line, a curve. So observe this incomplete drawing and complete the image into a meaningful object. What do you think it can become? So just scan this QR code again and write your answer. I'm giving you 2 minutes to 13% has responded for and they have completed this incomplete image. Now 16. Okay, now we will see. Oh, sorry. Make a hut drawing great, triangle, mountain, star great, hut cone. Okay, painting by extending it, make the mountain, joker cap great, mountain, triangle, okay, joker cap, triangle, diamond shape, birthday cap good, and mountain, tree, yes, house, taboo, great, samosa, yes, Santa cap, party cap, sunrise between the hill, great, and pizza slice, anyone has not written pizza slice, when we can also make it the pizza slice. Okay, so now this is the proven that you all are very creative. Okay, isn't it? Now, so I am showing you one video how we can use our creative thinking approach to balance a phone on paper without moving and touching the bottle. Okay, so in this video you can see actually the problem is that you have to balance a phone on the A4 sheet, this paper, and that paper will be kept on this bottle. Okay, so you do not have to move this bottle apart, and you have to keep your phone on the paper. This is the solution. If you are very critically thinker, you can solve your problem. So how many you have think the same solution? Please give some thumb or send me the thumb sign that you have think about this solution. Great. Okay. Now we are moving for the next slide, and again I am giving you some creative thinking exercise. For example, there is a 20 object. There are 20 object depicted here, illustrated here. Can you do the classification? Anyone? There are several ways to classify these 20 objects. For example, you can classify them on the basis of color, on the basis of size, weight, origin, number of letter. Start with the first letter, eatable, non-eatable, price, waterproof, distance you can throw it. Okay, can we set it on the fire with the help of lighter? How much time we need to set it into the fire? The shelf life of each and every material, the time to hit with a hammer to destroy it. So there are a countless number of classification we can propose to classify these 20 objects. Now, how to trigger the creative thought? So there is some suggestion for you. There is some clue for you to trigger the creative thoughts. Actually, you have to hungry for the information. You have to read and read more to gather the information, because when you will be equipped with the information, if equipped with the knowledge of the some domain on which you want to solve, then only you can generate the disciplined creative thoughts. You have to make a team and brainstorm the problem with your team member to generate several novel ideas that can solve the problem. Next, you can take up the craft, some hobbies, your hobbies, to enhance the creative thoughts. You can write, draw, design, whatever comes in your mind related to the problem or the solution, to enhance your creative thinking aspect. And the most needed, you have to put under reasonable pressure by the setting your goal and target. So actually, in one person, if they become the metacognitive learner, when they are evaluating themselves, that what they have did in a one day, in the whole day, how they can improve themselves, what type of mistake they have did. So please take 5 minutes for yourself and think about yourself relative to your short-term goal or long-term goal. Set a vision for your purpose of life, then put some reasonable pressure on yourself only. Then you will become a metacognitive learner and you can become a good innovator. Also, it is recommended that you should talk to the children. Often they can make unusual association between the ideas. So these are the several ways to trigger the creative thoughts when you are stuck at a particular situation. So why the critical thinking is needed? Actually, when you will use your critical thinking approach, then it will help you to improve the decision making process, because we have to take some decision in our life, in our daily life, and the good decision always will be appreciated. So be critical thinker when you are generating some ideas. Take a pause, take a break when you have generated several ideas to select the best idea that can solve your problem. It can also enhance your problem solving ability, of course, and refine your research skill. If you not want to become an entrepreneur and businessman, then you can become a researcher. You can also go for the research, and when you will use your creative thinking skills, then it will also refine your research proposal and research outcomes. So it will polish your creativity and stimulate your curiosity also. So you will be more hungry for the information. So the great innovation always combines the critical thinking as well as creative thinking approach. Now again, I am giving you one exercise for your mind, and you can unmute yourself. For example, there is an hut and one rooster is sitting on the hut by facing in the east direction. The wind is blowing at 10 miles per hour in the opposite direction, that is in the west direction. When rooster will lay the egg, in which direction egg will go? Anyone? Can you answer it? Anyone?
Sir, east.
Okay. Another one? Any other?
It will stay there itself, sir.
Okay. Any other?
So west direction.
Okay. Any other?
East direction.
Okay.
Can you, sir, please repeat your question?
Okay. I'm repeating my question. There is a hut, and on the hut, our rooster is sitting by facing in the east direction. Wind is blowing at 10 miles per hour in the opposite direction. When rooster will lay the egg, in which direction egg will go?
Sir, in west direction.
Okay. Can you observe your problem? I have repeated that the rooster cannot lay the egg. So actually, in the daily life, when there are several problems are coming, we are facing with the several condition and some problems. You take a breath and you have to rethink about your problem. The all problem is not a big; it is a very simple.
Sir, and male,
yes.
it is about male or female?
A rooster means male.
Yes, I already have answer in chat.
Okay, I have not seen the chat, because rooster is a male and male cannot lay the egg.
Yes, I have already answered it.
Okay. So several participants had already told that it will go, it will be reside on the top, it will go in the west direction, east direction. Actually, we are not thinking about our problem, and the problem is very simple. It can be, and we are not decided. We cannot observe it in a simple way. So actually, we have to rethink about our problem, and then again you should generate your solution. Now again, it will be very easy for you. So for example, you are at home alone, and suddenly light went, and you have find some matchbox, one candle, one oil lamp, and one gas burner stove. So actually, which you will light first?
The matchstick.
Great. Of course, we will light the matchstick first. So now you are basically thinking critically. Great. Now again, this is for your homework. Can you write 3 best caption for this image? Anyone? So this type of exercise, you can, if you really want to enhance your creative thinking and critical thinking ability, then you have to take any of the object present at your home, write down as many as application of that objects that will certainly enhance your creative thinking ability. Okay. So basically these are some examples of the critical thinking skills like analysis, communication, inference, observation, problem solving, decision making, creativity, open-mindedness, metacognitive thing. So this will certainly enhance your critical thinking skills. That is needed actually. You become more analytical. You can have a good communication skill. You can take you have a very good inference for the interpretation of the data, and by observing the data, and you can take a decision on that. So when you have a problem solving ability, the decision making ability will also enhance. Your creativity will also enhance. You have to think out of the box. You should be think as an open mindedness. And the most important is metacognitive, because it will the metacognitive learner always think about their self, and they are analyzing what we are doing, what should we not do for tomorrow, and they can find the errors, they can find some mistakes of their daily life to enhance themselves. So be metacognitive, then your success will enhance multiple folds. Basically, we are not giving some time to ourselves, and our time has been spent on the mobile phone, and to watching the shorts, to watching the another thing. So be metacognitive first, then it will automatically enhance your critical ability. So these are the some how to think critically. Basically, here are some steps you can take when you will use the critical thinking for the problem solving at the work. First, you have to identify a problem or issue. Then you can create an inference on why the problem exists and how it can be solved. You can adopt the root cause analysis approach. You can do the brainstorming. You can use the scramper techniques to make an inference why the problem exists and how it can be solved. The next step, to collect the information or data on that issue through the research. You can do the literature survey, you can search the Google, you can ask to the AI tools like ChatGPT and other type of tools. So to make the suggestion. Okay, so to collect the data and organize and sort the data and finding you have collected from the various sources, from the experiment also, and develop and execute that solution. Again, you have to analyze which solution will work or which solution will not work. Okay, and identify the way to improve the solution. So these are the some steps that help you for the problem solving ability by using creative and critical thinking approach. Now I will jump on the design thinking. Actually, design thinking is a solution-oriented innovation methodology. It is a thinking process also, but it not rigidly belongs to the design. It is a human-centered, solution-oriented innovation method for that can be adopted for the improvement of the existing product. You can also generate some an idea for the process service by integrating the empathy. It is the utmost important, because when you are adopting the design thinking approach to solve the problem, to generate any idea for the product development, service development, or process development, you must embrace the empathy. You must have the empathy toward your end user for which you are working. Okay, so you can integrate the creativity, the rational analysis to solve the complex problem through the iterative prototyping and testing. I am repeating, iterative prototyping strategy. It is not fixed. So the term design refers to the deliberate process of convincing, planning, modeling, and refining the solution before final implementation. Actually, the thing is that when we are basically in the traditional approach, beyond the design thinking. If I am talking about the traditional approach, we got some idea and we are working on it to design one product or one innovation or any process or any thing. We are also on the itself, only your idea should not be workable. It will be very costly if it will not work. You can also lose the market. When you will design your product on the basis of your idea, it cannot solve the other's problem, and on the basis of your startup or your product will not be acceptable by the market. So the design thinking is basically telling you to become the human centered, to become the user centered. You have to identify the problem of your user, think about their problem with some empathy, talk with them to list out all the problem encountering by that your users, and then you have to generate your idea, define your idea, and you should proceed for the product and process development. So basically in design thinking, adopt the mindset to structure how the problem are understood and solved, rather than relying on the trial and errors. So you can see here the empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So I will compare the traditional thinking approach with the design thinking approach. So basically the design thinking is an approach for the problem solving, innovative, to generate it is very much needed for the innovation. In the traditional thinking, basically we are avoiding the failure. We are afraid that if we will work on it, then I can fail. So we are not proceeding. And in the design thinking approach, it make you learn about to fail fast. It advocate for the fail fast methodology. When you will fail fast means it will recommend that you should fail at least in 1 month during the building of your prototype. Then your prototype will be in the market soon as compared to your competitor. You can launch your product, you can launch your process into the market very rapidly as compared to your competitor when you will fail fast. In the traditional thinking, basically it is the sustaining order, but in the design thinking, you are taking the risk. Again, in traditional thinking, get it right in the first time. That is not possible. And here in the design thinking, make you learn to iterate your prototype, your design. Take the feedback of user, take their suggestion. If some user will tell you to enhance some features, enhance the aesthetic characteristic of your product, make it, if they have some comment on to betterment of the user interface, then you have to incorporate, talk with your team, incorporate the changes what the user needed. On the basis of that, you should iterate your model, iterate your prototype to make it the better suitable for the users. In the traditional thinking, basically certainty is the key, but here you have to embrace the ambiguity. In the traditional thinking approach, we are thinking about our ideas, our solution, but here you have to do, you have to fail fast. For the fail fast, you have to create your product and process. The traditional thinking approach is based on the facts and number, but here you have to tell your story very effectively. You must become the storyteller. In the traditional thinking, are advocate on the logic, but here you have to be emotional for related to the user's problem. You not be a very brutal to ignore the feedback of your user. You must be emotional to adopt the feedback of your user and to improve your product if it is needed. So these are some differences in the design thinking approach, and in the design thinking there are some steps like defining, ideate, prototype, test, empathize. And you should empathize means you have to learn about the audience. You should observe and interview with your users. You have to listen with empathy. Listen their pain point. List out all their pains encountered by your user by asking the question, by interviewing the users. So you have to empathize first, then you should define along with your team member, define your scope, what our team will do, define your limitations, define your resources. On the basis of that, you can build a minimum viable product. You can build up your prototype. So the proof of value, proof of concept, you can design after the empathize process. Then you should ideate to come up with the many solution. You do the experimentation, co-create with the team member and brainstorm and select to ideate which type of solution we can do, which type of prototype we can build. Then you should build your prototype and learn from the user, refine it with the need of the user, take the feedback of your user to build in your prototype, and think big, act small, fail fast during the building of your prototype. So when you will build your prototype, you should give it to your end user to again gather their feedback. So when user will test it, they will evaluate, they will provide you some feedback to enhance your prototype. Again, you have to empathize, define, ideate, and again you have to build your prototype. Again, you can give to the user until and unless the user are 100% satisfied with your created prototype. So this design thinking approach basically are very helpful for the human-centered or user-centered approach, and it will enhance the market suitability of your product by multiple folds. And you should know that most of the startup, more than of startup are failed during the first 10 years. Why? The first reason, there is no need of your product into the market. So the design thinking approach make you learn how to take you have to empathize and how to redefine your prototype, how to rebuild your prototype according to the user, not from your perception, not from your ideas. Because you have one idea to develop one product, but you have developed, you have expended your money, you have expended your time to build your prototype. When you will go to the market to sell your product, no one will need it. But when you will when you will adopt the design thinking framework to design your prototype on the basis of users, then it will enhance the market adaptability, market fit for your prototype. So the first fate for the startup failure will be mitigated when you will adopt the design thinking strategy. So here you can see some design thinking example or innovation design example created by some school going student. The burning of waste tire basically creating several pollution, polluting our environment. The school going student has opted some ideas to mitigate this problem. So they will reuse the waste tires to make a beautiful product. And you are basically contributing in the SDG goals also. So they have created one sofa. They have made a furniture from the waste tire. They gather support from the environmental group and the community, and they have raised the environmental awareness by the involving teachers and students. Next, the design innovation. You can see the design innovation focus on the human-centered solution. I have already told you. So can you suggest any innovative solution to reduce the timing spent on the collecting water in remote areas? Can you correlate with this picture? In most of the village, there is a scarcity of the drinking water. So can you have any idea, any innovative solution to reduce this time spent for the collection of the water in the remote area? Anyone? What you will do? How you will contribute for the community? This is the real time, real life example. Do you have any idea to solve this problem? Can you make a product for these users? Anyone? Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Anyone, please? Do you have any innovative solution?
So to design something like which can drag the matka.
Great. Yes, water wheel. You can see here, the water wheel can reduce the time spent on collecting the water in remote area. There is a knob, there is a cap that will enable you to fill the water, and it can be dragged easily. Now I am giving you more example related to design innovation. Here you can see a different kind of MRI. This is the GE child-friendly MRI designed by the GE. Actually, the problem was from the dark and black hole, they have converted the MRI into a pirate ship with scenery of the beaches, sandal casts and the ocean. Why it is needed? Because the doctor are facing problem during the MRI of the childs, the infants, because when they are sending to this for this MRI, the child are basically crying by facing the darkness in the black hole. So the doctor has asked to the MRI provider like Siemens, G has adopted. G has listened the problem of the doctor very empathetically, and they have come up with a solution that we can create a scenery and the children can be very comfortable during the MRI scan. So this is the example for the design innovation. Again, another example for the Oral-B electric toothbrush. The Oral-B electric toothbrush are easier to charge, and it also equipped with the head replacement. You can replace their head, and it has several type of feature like pressure. It has a pressure sensor that notify you if you are using too much forces during the brushing. It has a rotational acceleration that keep the mouth healthier to remove the germs, plaque in the gum line, and break up the plaque and rotate to the clear it away. Then there is some modes also: deep cleaning mode, whitening mode, sensitivity mode, tongue cleaning mode. There is some timer, 2-minute brush, it will beep again. So it will alert you that you are exceeding the 30 seconds during the brushing. So this is the user-centric approach, and Oral-B has developed it. Next one, Uber Eats. Uber Eats are most popular. They are keeping the most popular item category to address the unique need of each city. So when you will move from one city to another city, the most popular item are in that city will be listed first. So these are some example of design innovation, and now we will talk about some fun theory, because I have given too much boring lectures. So now you can see, I want to ask you, in the airport and in the railway and in some offices and mall, you can see there is a general stairs also and some electrical stairs also. So the people are preferring to take the electrical stairs. Some villagers do not prefer, but it is a real challenge that all Tier 1 and Tier 2 city and Tier 3, Tier 1 and Tier 2 city people are preferring to take the electrical stairs in compared to the normal stairs. Now, how we can motivate? Because this is the alarming. This can create the health issue to all the people. So, can we motivate these people to take a general stairs rather than the electrical stairs? To solve this problem, the Volkswagen company came up with an idea, novel idea, and they have motivated 0 to 61 percent of the people to take the general stair, and you can watch it. How they have did this. They have converted the stair into the piano. The people are enjoying to take the general stair, normal stair. So more than 50% people are taking the normal stair as compared to the electrical stair, and there is no reward. Like there is no any strict law motivated. That is called fun theory. So you can also integrate some fun with using your critical and creative thinking approach into a product to motivate the people. The next example, you can see in every garden there is a lot of dustbin, but the people are throwing their garbage near to the or elsewhere into the garden. They are not using this dustbin. So how we can motivate the people to use the dustbin? This is the real problem. So for to contribute to solve this problem, to motivate the people to use the dustbin rather than they are spreading their garbage in the garden, some scientist has also adopted the fun theory, and they have designed an bin that with some song to encourage the people. This is the world deepest bin. They have make a fun to motivate the people to use the dustbin. Okay. Now I'm showing you some example by one YouTuber, Master Ashish, who has built some innovative type of products for your motivation. You can watch.
उसके लिए हमने क्या किया है दोस्तों, जुगाड़ बनाए। जुगाड़ किस प्रकार से वर्क करता है आपको पूरा दिखाऊंगा दोस्तों। आपको क्या करना है, सिंपल सा हमने इस प्रकार से दोस्तों जुगाड़ बनाया है। यहाँ पे बनावट देख सकते हैं, बड़ा सा पाइप लिया है, मेटल का टीना लिया है, उसको यू शेप में फोल्ड किया है और इसको ऊपर नीचे ओपन क्लोज होता है। इससे गोबर कैसे उठाता है मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ। सिंपल से इसको नीचे ढकेल देना है, उसके बाद गोबर के ऊपर रखना है और बाद में ऐसे आप उठा सकते हो दोस्तों। देख सकते हैं पूरा का पूरा गोबर उठ चुका है। छोड़ते समय आपको क्या करना है, सिंपल सा ऐसे करना है। बाद में उठाते समय क्या करना है, सिंपल सा ऐसे करना है, बाद में ऐसे उठाना है और जहां पे भी आपका अड्डा है वहां पे आप लेके यहाँ पे ऐसे।
Now actually they are not very they have developed some product, but you can this product has some issues, some problem associated with them, like the product can be too heavy, to lift by one woman, and you can also redesign, rethink, list all the problem associated with that product, and you can rebuild your product for the market adaptability. Next one.
दोस्तों यार एक आदमी कम से कम एक और ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2-3 ईटा उठा सकते हैं, लेकिन मेरे पास ऐसा जुगाड़ है दोस्तों, इस जुगाड़ से एक आदमी एक हाथ से 10 ईटा उठा सकते हैं। वो कैसे, मैं आपको अभी दिखाता हूँ। सबसे पहले जुगाड़ दिखा दो। देख सकते हो दोस्तों मैंने जुगाड़ किस प्रकार से बनाया। यहाँ पे एक लोहे का पाइप लिया है, वहां पे उसके ऊपर एक पाइप लगा है और यहाँ पे नेट लगा है, ताकि ये ऊपर का हिस्सा है आगे भी जा सकता है पीछे भी जा सकता है। और यहाँ पे हैंडल बना है दोस्तों कुछ इस प्रकार से, आगे पट्टी लगा है, यहाँ पे बीजा गिर लगा है, ओपन क्लोज होता है। और इससे ईट कैसे उठा है, सिंपल से ईट के ऊपर रखना है। यहाँ पे मैंने 1 2 3 4 5 6 ईटा लिया है। इससे और भी आप ईटा ले सकते हैं, यहाँ तक ये पट्टी को पीछे लेके यहाँ तक भी आप ईटा ले सकते हैं। इसको उठाने के लिए सिंपल से आपको यहाँ पे हाथ लगाना है, ऊपर खींचना है और यहाँ से आप कहाँ तक लेके जाना है वहां तक आप लेके।
लास्ट
दोस्तों गन्ना तोड़ने के लिए बहुत मेहनत मशक्कत करनी पड़ती है, लेकिन मैंने उसके लिए एक जुगाड़ बनाया। यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं ओपन क्लोज होता है। यहाँ पे मैंने एक बीजा गिर लगाया, यहाँ पे एक पाइप लिया है और ये अंगूठा जो होता है, उंगली होता है, इनको फंसाने के लिए यहाँ पे मैंने एक लगाई है। बाद में यहाँ पे एक लगाए, ऊपर एक गोल प्लेट लगा है कट करके। बाद में यहाँ पे इस आधा हिस्सा बना है, यहाँ पे आधा हिस्सा बना है और यहाँ पे एक कोयता लगा है कुछ इस प्रकार से। और ये ओपन क्लोज होता है। इससे गन्ना कैसे तोड़ा जाता है, इसके ऊपर का जो पत्ती होती है सूखी हुई वो कैसे निकाल जाती है। यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं ये गन्ना है मान लो, और बाद में इसको यहाँ पे पीछे लिया और इसको तोड़ने के लिए ऊपर का हिस्सा मुझे तोड़ना है। तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, इस प्रकार से तोड़ देता हूँ। और नीचे सूखी हुई पत्ती है ना, उनको निकालने के लिए मुझे क्या करना है, सिंपल सा ये देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे ऐसा खींचना है कुछ इस प्रकार से। देख सकते हैं पूरा का पूरा गन्ना साफ सुथरा हो चुका है दोस्तों। अगर आपको
Okay, so what you are thinking about this all type of example, and you can comment in the chat box also. If you have any query, thank you all for spending your time. Thank you everyone for making this event very successful. Thank you all the organizer of the RGPG college once again for giving me opportunity. Thank you everyone. If you have any query, you can ask.
Thank you, sir, for such an enlightening session, and you delivered such a engaging lecture, and I hope the student will be benefited by this session. And now I would like participants to ask any question if they want to ask. They can mute themselves. Anybody wants to ask any question can mute.
Anyone?
Actually, sir, you have delivered in such a way that students not asking question. That means your session. This indicates the success of this session, actually, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it was a very wonderful session.
Yes, ma'am.
We are very thankful to you, sir, for giving such examples which enhance our critical thinking. It was really wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So I'm also requesting the participant to fill out this feedback form. I have put in a chat box. If you like this, because your valuable comment is highly appreciated. Yes. Do you have any query? So you can fill out this feedback, please.
One more thing I would like to tell everyone present here. Gaurav sir is not the speaker in today's workshop. Actually, he has been mentoring us, RGPG College, from 2023 to still he is mentoring us from the establishment of Institution Innovation Council to the achievement of 3-star. He's continuously with us, and for this, thank you, sir. Thank you for your all-time guidance.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That is for your blessings and support. Dear participant, if you have still any query, you can ask.
Shall we
Okay, so can we take one group photograph if you are comfortable to switch on your camera?
Yes, sir. I also request all the participants, please open your camera for the group
Yes.
photo.
Yes, yes. So use your creative thinking approach and critical thinking approach to solve any of the problem of the society or at your kitchen also. In your house also, there are several problems and you can solve to make a product in your research area also. Okay, so you can also connect with me on the LinkedIn or you can search Dr. Gaurav Galgote University. You will get my contact number and email ID on the Google itself. So thank you once again, Diksha ma'am, Upasna ma'am, and the principal ma'am for giving me opportunity. Thank you all the participant, all the faculty member for taking here. Thank you, thank
Sir,
you.
please give 2 minutes. Now I invite President Professor Diksha Yajurvedi ma'am for the formal vote of thanks.
Okay.
This is all to
Okay.
you, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Pasna. First of all, I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to Gaurav sir for rendering time out of his very busy schedule. He has been mentoring us from last 2 years, and I would like to tell everyone that under his mentorship, we are able to achieve 3-star ranking in MIC Innovation Council. We were at a 1-star ranking, and sir has been guiding us. And today's activity is also a successful event which has been conducted all because of Gaurav sir for giving time to us.
Ma'am.
Thank you so much,
Ma'am,
sir.
this is your teamwork, ma'am. That's why you got the
Sir,
3-star
all
rating.
credit
And
goes to
I am
you.
wishing you that in this academic year you will receive 4-star rating, highest star rating from the Ministry of Education. So that is your teamwork, your effort, that pay of you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Your all sessions are always very engaging and very enriching. And today's session was very illustrative as well. So colorful PPTs and so much of knowledge sharing. Thank you so much, sir, for this session today. Also, I would like to extend heartfelt thanks to our mentor and principal. Under her patronage, we are able to organize such activities. She must have joined the session, but due to some administrative work, she was occupied. So we conducted this session. It was conducted by Department of Chemistry, and all the students of BSc have joined this session along with the innovation coordinators. So I extend a heartfelt thanks to all of them. Thank you, sir. We would be expecting some more sessions from your side in upcoming future. Thank you so much.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. We will do it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining this workshop. And now I would like to take permission to close the meeting. Shall we do, sir? Shall we close the meeting, sir?
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I just had a request. Would the recording of the session would be shared to the participants for future reference? Because it was quite an enriching session.
It would be streamed live on the YouTube channel of a college. So you can access a college YouTube channel. We would be sharing the link with Gaurav sir, and he would be circulating among his students as well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now thank you, everyone. Have a good day.